winners talking.
These hoes, love in my eyes. I know. Things are sacrificed for this life. What are you saying? We good? Come on, man. You already
Rolling.
know what it is, man. We're rolling, dog.
All right, say
Another
no
one.
more. Let's
Cousin
lock
T in the
in.
building.
Let's
Big
lock in.
Dougie Doug. Let's lock in.
We're there.
Yeah. It's the Hustler. Winners Talking podcast back again. You already know what it is. Still standing strong. One of the greatest podcasts to come out of the UK.
Come on, man.
Every time
They know.
they know. We say it again. You understand?
Yeah.
Sometimes if you don't put your stats up, they won't try to recognize them.
But we don't even have to do all of that.
Knows what it is.
He knows that no.
Who knows, and who don't.
You know what I'm saying?
Big up. Yeah, we're in the building, man. It's the Hustler and Big Dougie Doug. Where should we start, Doug? Cause the man them in the room today.
Yeah, so we can just talk up.
We can just talk up whatever we want to talk. But now I've got an idea. We're gonna get to something anyway. Cousin T in the building. What are you saying to me, T? Off cam.
Yeah, can't complain. All good, man.
Yeah?
Productive day, you know?
Productive day, all right. Yeah, big up Cousin T. Big up UFC gym.
City Road, London.
City Road,
I see
London.
you was there earlier.
Man pulled up earlier.
Was
Me
you
and
fighting
T
or training?
went to just see it because they're opening up a new facility.
Yeah,
You
some
understand?
secret training I got.
No. This one weren't that. Went there.
Look at work.
Through the network that man's got. Big up Joe
Yes.
over at UFC London. Opening officially soon, but certain,
Like, trust
people
me.
can get to see before the opening, get to see what's going on. Opening officially in July. Sign up, look into it. It's an official
And it makes
UFC
sense.
gym. It's different over by City Road there. Big things are going
And it
over
makes
there.
sense because man's been doing the pounds and punches as well.
Come on.
So
The big
man's
things are
man's
going
making
on.
sure man embed their tentacles in the game.
Yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
all of that.
Yeah,
All
so
of
it
that. But
makes
yeah,
sense.
man, just the affiliations are real, and what man's going on with is real. You know it is already. So now big them up. Cousin T, we was over there. Cousin T got his. You happy with your little gift bag, innit?
Yeah.
Oh, was that when you was watching the screen?
Oh, the screen was a whole different thing.
Yeah,
We was
yeah.
watching the cinemas. We was in the cinema watching the setup of the gym and all the rest
Oh,
of it.
sick.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
screen
yeah,
room,
yeah.
there's a
Yeah,
screen
yeah.
room and all of that
Like
kind of
three
stuff.
floors, isn't it? It's going to be 3 floors. It's going to be big.
Yeah,
Gonna be
it's a
proper.
big deal.
What, gonna have cages in there and
Yeah,
all
cages,
shit.
boxing, ring the
Where
works.
is City Road?
It's right near not far from
pizza.
Shoreditch. Not Hoxton kind of.
Oh,
thing.
it's central.
Yeah,
Okay,
central.
Far, yeah.
It's far for us, but if you want to pull up, we can
Yeah,
pull
yeah,
up. You know what it is already.
yeah.
But
That's like a one every 2-3 weeks thing.
yeah,
innit?
we'll just pass through. And,
yeah.
You understand? Go and support what's going on. But yeah, people go. It's a serious look. If you sign up early now, you can get the better deals. I advise people to get involved now. It's the first UFC gym opened in London. It's a
Yeah.
big deal. So yeah, big up them man over there. Cousin T was trying to get extra goods. Like they already gave you the gift bag, but Cousin T, I caught him because Cousin T already.
Yeah, brother.
Brother.
Who we
like,
trying to get something for nothing?
Yeah, like the people them had
The
the next,
real
the
Del
people
Boy
them had a
swindler.
pattern scene. The people them had a pattern. They already were like, here, take this. Then like they had one thing on the side. Like
Oh, that was vegan. The thing was
the
vegan.
vegan.
Yeah.
I think it was vegan. I think it was vegan still.
Yeah.
It was vegan.
Yeah.
They had a big tub like this.
Yeah.
I don't know, some kind of, I can't remember what it was.
Lime flavor.
Yeah,
'cause
no, I'll
you
get to
already
that.
know-
So
I
watch
know
T.
you know.
Watch,
Did you get it?
Of course you didn't get it. Watch T. T's like, yeah, so what's that tub there? The guy's like, yeah. That's such and such for this and that and the third.
Yeah.
T's like, yeah, okay. Kind of talking to the T goes, yeah, so the tub. The brother just keeps talking to the T goes, lime, that's my favourite flavour. By then I was like, nah, I'm
Yeah,
done with
yeah,
this,
yeah,
mate.
we
I had
like
to
a
just
bad
I had to just walk away. I had to just walk away. That's a T. He goes, what? Was it obvious? Was it obvious? But the tub was I think it was like £50 for the thing. But
Yeah.
they were giving away samples, like
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
like.
so you-
But T was trying to
You
draw.
trying to get the whole tub.
The tub. They didn't have smaller samples of it, so the tub was just there. I think it was
T
just like
was
a
just trying to,
like a
T
prop,
already.
but Even the brother said, "Look, I'll give you a few scoops to try out and just message me wherever."
But as he, where you
But
meant
the
to
tub
go
was
with
there,
it? If
innit?
even if he gave you a few scoops, where you meant to go
That's
with
T
it?
for you, though.
Who? What's
Like,
that?
let's say he said he gave you a few scoops. What are you gonna do
I
with the
use it in
scoops?
the morning.
Like, but how are you gonna carry it? Take it away with
Oh,
you?
they had everything there.
Oh, like you could have put it in like a little separate container.
Oh no, they had that for real. They had little
yeah.
containers.
Okay, yeah,
They're ready.
Yeah.
Everything was.
So they're not
UFC
just gonna
in it.
pour the powder out in man's hands and
No,
make
yeah.
No, it's UFC. Everything was good to go in it. It's UFC in it.
Mm.
So yeah, pulled up. Moving on from that, we're gonna get into it. We're gonna get into a few things today. We're gonna get into a few things. I don't know whether to get into it first or get into. Now, let me big up some more big ups first before we get into it.
Yeah.
I want to big up the places that provide help as far as mental health, suicide awareness, all of that. Because I've been getting messages and comments saying we need to speak on like suicide and all things that go on around that.
Yeah.
You understand? Suicide awareness, because it's the biggest. Apparently, like
big.
It's the biggest killer of men under 40s. In the UK.
And it's not spoken about enough.
Yeah. So we have to speak on that and big up companies like Black Minds Matter, big up Mind. These are companies to look into as well. These are organisations, I should say, to look into if you're feeling a certain kind of way, if you're feeling down, because it happens to the best of us.
Yeah, 100%.
It happens to the best of us.
Listen,
like,
everyone's going through
something. Now, not everyone's going to have suicidal thoughts or suicidal inclinations, but people go through things. People feel stressed out. People feel money's not running right. People feel life's hard.
Yeah.
So there's people going through certain things. So big up all those organisations that are helping. Breakups.
Yeah.
Where, you break up with your girl or your man, you feel like it's the end of the world. It's not. But, so big up all of them organisations that are providing help with things like that. Let me give the names of some of them, car. My people gave me some. For example, you've got Shout. Yeah, you can text Shout. This is if you're feeling regarding your mental health in any capacity. You understand? Not just suicide, in any capacity. You can text Shout. That's obviously SHOUT to 85258, and that's a free, confidential, and 24/7 text message service for anyone in the UK who needs support if you're struggling to cope and need to talk. Yeah, that's Shout to 85258. Also, Samaritans. That's a free call, 116-123, and that's a free call. Obviously, you can call 999. That goes without saying, or A&E. If the trained professionals there. If you're feeling like a crisis of mental health, suicidal or whatever, that's there to help as well. And also, Black Minds Matter UK. That's a charity connecting black individuals and families, free again with one-to-one talking therapy, etc. That's blackmindsmatter.com. And Mind is mind.org.uk. That's a leading mental health charity. So I just want people to, you're not alone in it. It's not.
Man.
You're not the only person feeling that kind of way.
Trust me.
Don't hesitate to reach out.
Yeah,
to use one of those organisations, or speak to a friend, or speak to someone you feel comfortable speaking to.
And don't be afraid to reach out to these people, man.
100%. Make contact, communicate.
Yeah, man.
Communicate. But a man emailed my people. Well, it was meant to come to me maybe a month ago, saying that was what he was feeling like.
Yeah.
And big up Lizzie still. She sent him back everything. Like sent him back all the information that he needs, and I hope he's watching now. And living good
and getting better.
and getting by day by day. Because day by day, sometimes all you can do is do with the next hour, and then the next day.
Sometimes you realise life is just like constantly working on yourself. Like it don't stop. It's not like
stop.
People think, I just want life to be good. Life can still be good, and you still go through stresses and have
100%
mad things going on. You get me?
It depends on your definition of good.
Yeah.
You understand?
Yeah.
But shit gets real out here. You know what I'm saying to you? So yeah, man. Speak to someone, seek help. I hope some of them organisations might help somebody. Someone might see this and might, reach out to one of them.
Yeah, come on, man. That's what we're on.
Shit is real. It's not all sunshine and
bro. And especially we're living in a world where everything's just so negative, man. Bless you, man. Like everything's just so negative and so backwards. So now it's just the energy that's being put out. That people wake up in the morning, sometimes they jump on their phone and they don't understand why their energy is just getting bad because the phone's just beaming out bad energy. Do you get what I'm saying? So it's good to talk to people, get like a different perspective, some positivity coming in your life, because that in itself will change your whole
talk to them
outlook on things. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah. 100,
you know what I mean?
100. I agree with you 100%. But anyway, now out of that, let's get into something for the day. The main thing I want to cover today.
Talk to them.
The main thing I want to speak on today. You hear Doug said talk to them, see?
I don't
you don't, this is how we don't know. We don't know where it's going, but this is what...
When you say something like that, I know it's serious.
No. It's not. It's serious, but it's not that serious. But it's something that I want to do, personally, that I want to happen today anyway, personally. And I was inspired by this because, see, last week, when we was doing our show with the man, them Chop Shop man, them big up the Chop Shop man, and all of that. Yeah. Me and you have our own patterns in it, so we know when something's going left or something's not right. We have our own synchronization to, like codes. Yeah, we got our own codes. Yeah, but the viewers sometimes don't know our codes. So from the viewers, from what I got to hear, they want to hear more from Big Dougie Doug. So
wanna-
this week, man's gonna be talking to Big Dougie Doug. Man's gonna be asking you some questions because a lot's been going on, and maybe you haven't had the chance to express your perspective on everything. So this week, it's gonna be about my guy Big Dougie Doug. It's about Big Dougie Doug, and you see how off the cuff it is. You're surprised. You see what I'm saying? That's how we do it. We don't bother to, we just go with it.
It's
like
funny.
that.
It's funny that you mentioned about our codes and that, and how we bounce off because it's like when you say that, it reminds me of like even like you see the whole Paul Bridges episode, and then it was
Nothing needed to be said.
like nothing needed to be said, but man could look at P, look at me and know like, yo, what's going on here, B? Like, and then you can say, yeah, give man a look to say, yeah, cool, don't watch that, and we got this. You get me? We'll just crack on, like, do you know what I'm saying? And like certain situations, even like, with the chop shop, like, man's talking, but there's certain things we know that we just can't touch on. You get me?
It's not worth giving it the energy.
This is
so
it
when
now.
you lot are thinking like, how come P's talking so much? How come Doug's? It's because we know what to do in it. We have the discussions off camera. We're if anything's going to.
Plus, I know I'll get to a stage where I'll get like, I just don't care. So I will start talking and I'll give man the airtime that they desire because I will talk on it. You get me?
Today's the day.
I will chat on some things, innit?
Yeah.
So if you're looking clout, if I will start chatting and I'll give you that clout, but sometimes it's best not to because people do things in looking for that. Do you get what I'm saying?
So I hear you, bro. All right then. So firstly, let me ask you. We've been doing this for a minute now.
4 years now, guy.
How are you finding the whole experience, bro? Because remember, I was kind of doing stuff before. You was doing stuff as well with the Dons, but I think this is a different, more front page. The Dons is split between how many man? Shout out the Dons.
Yeah.
You understand? But this is your front page now. How are you finding the transition? How have you found it so far, big man?
It's been dope. It was it's been bare stages of it because obviously you have to get used to the fact of putting out a platform like this. When you speak, things can come back straight away. Do you get what I'm saying? You have to build thick skin. You can't watch comments, like things like that. But in terms of the journey and stuff, like I love it. Like I think sometimes even people get a little bit confused with like the whole thing because some people will say, I see it in the comments. Some people say, like Doug don't say nothing, or he's not a journalist, or he's not like. Do you get what I'm saying? But sometimes in this world, I'm blessed to be here, and I like watching some of the interviews like I'm a fan. And sometimes I get caught up in some of the interviews like I'm a fan. Do you get what I mean? And I'll just sit here and watch because I'm sitting there and I'm seeing like artists and guests that man like listen to their music or generally is a fan of. Do you get what I mean? So in that sense, it's been a blessing, you know. And but I enjoy it. Like, listen, we've always said like no matter what it did, if it did low numbers, big numbers, whatever it did, man, we'll always do this because it's like it's a part of man's life now. Do you get what I'm saying?
When I gave you the call up, or when we got the call up, did you think you adapt? Did you think it will become
like this?
This number one.
But you don't know. I don't know. Like it's God. Listen, God works in mad ways, innit? Like and I feel like there's still more to come from this show. Like in my mind, there's like a vision of a next level of where I can see that it can go, and there's even levels above that, and there's so many things, even like just stuff, even with just the channel itself. But it's like when we first started, I knew it had the potential to do well because we spoke on it. And you and everyone, you have that dream, innit? When you do something, you have that dream of like, right, this can do a mad thing or whatever. But until you actually start going on the journey, you don't know. And like the journey's been sick and the guests, everything. Like, but straight up, come on, man, it's Pounds and Doug, man. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, yeah, man, it always had potential to do what it needed to do. You get me?
All day long. All right. How do you feel about? Let's get your take on some stuff now.
How
you feel about?
Ask me anything, you know.
I'm going to.
Ask me anything.
I'm not going to. Like I pull you in sometimes. No, I don't pull man into nothing because we're like we step in it. Like where you step, I step, and vice versa. But like say like watching some of the stuff that goes on, like seeing all the shit that's gone on over the last 2 months.
Yeah.
How you feel about that? What was your take on it?
My take on it, like to a certain extent, we have to deal with it, but a lot of it is foolishness. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, you know, I'll speak on things when I need to speak on things. And like when I'm outside, like people will see, like people will say, oh, Doug kept quiet or this, that, but Pounds will deal with a lot of the stuff when we're on cam in here, innit? When I go places and people butt me, I'm vocal. I'm always outside, innit? So I'm vocal when I'm outside. So people may not see that, but when people come to me, like, and say, oh, what about this space? I'll say what I have to say then. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I am about and I do back a lot of people when I say what I've got to say. But for me, how I feel about this whole thing is that we've been dragged into something that if man didn't mention us, we wouldn't be in this situation because that ain't how we moved. Like, and sometimes being like people want these interactions and want us to be, but it's kind of beneath, man. But we have to do it. Do you get what I'm saying?
I hear you, my brother.
Like, if I'm honest with you, because when you're talking about these brothers that are like on the net chatting about they're doing this and binds and all of that. Firstly, if you're on all of that, you're not chatting on the camera to the rest of the world that's what you're on. So how can I even take you serious? Especially if you're supposed to come from the world that we've all come from and the lives that we've all lived, that you're out here in your big old age, chatting about you're running around here doing nothing and man ain't hearing nothing. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I hear you.
So how can I take you serious? But then it's just frustrating that people just keep mentioning them's names and then forcing us to have to kind of be on this back and forth. But I feel like, I know this for a fact, we could go from this day forth and never mention another set of batch here or another set that over there, but I guarantee you they could never stop mentioning us. And that's the difference.
Yeah, I hear you.
You get what I'm saying?
I hear you, brother. I hear you. All right, what did you make of Vic's interview last week? Because they gave Vic a hard time after.
Yeah, they gave Vic a hard time. Yeah, they gave Vic a hard time, and I think it's a hard one. It's a hard one because Vic's man's people, we said don't do it.
Said to him, don't do it.
And I know that people are saying, their man said don't do it, but they still had him on. Listen, at the end of the day, we have a platform. Man's our people, and if man say, listen, no, don't, but I want to do it, it's nothing for us to let a man walk in the studio and give 10, 15 minutes, 20 minutes of our time and let him say what he needs to say if we've got the platform to do it. And I suppose if other friends were to come out and say, listen, I want to talk on this and I want to do it, like whatever, within reason.
Especially when it's a, kind of, interrupted Doug. Especially when it's it's something that is becoming a certain level of viral. And you don't know it's affecting that person. He might need that platform to pull up and let him speak and to speak his truth and speak whatever because listen, you don't know what anyone's going through. Vic's strong in it. Vic's a solid don. But pause. But you don't know how everyone's dealing with what's going on. So if they give the shout out and say, can we pull up to speak? And it's someone that man knows, it's man's people, of course. Carry on.
But I feel like how Vic should have handled it was when he come on the show, should have just said, yo, bouncer, butt me and turn them tomorrow.
You think so?
100%, because anything else you got to say about boxing, a fight that you've got set up, when you buck him and turn him, you can talk to him then. Do you get what I'm saying? Like, if I've got, like, why are we doing it on the net via camera? He wants to link man on my ends, come and butt me on my ends. Like, we can chat then, and we can have a straightener, and then whatever then, and we can, if you like what I bring to the table, we can do it again on the camera for money, innit? But that's how I would have done it. And then I feel like you wouldn't have lost a bit of, because everyone's like, well, why don't you just take the offer and this, that? All right, cool, come to my ends then, and then we'll talk then, but we'll still do whatever we got to do when we link each other, innit? And that's how I would have played it when I come on here. That's my opinion on it.
Yeah, I hear you. That's your opinion. I hear you. He did a second interview on The Artist. I know you've not seen it. I watched it.
Yeah, I see some.
I think it's a good one, and I think he spoke. I think when he was in here, he was being more like holding it down, kind of like holding it down and being like just like playing it. Like, it's okay if you want to play internet games. This is my internet reply.
Yeah.
But we can do it this way and we can have a fight and and I can organise it and so on and so forth. I think when he's gone on the artist, big up the artist still.
The artist,
he's been around for a minute, bro, and he used to chat. That brother was championing me from early.
Yeah.
He's friends with Nikos. Nikos knows him. Like, he was championing me from early.
I've seen him pop up on a lot of stuff. Like.
No, but his work's not over. His work, he ain't no hurry come up. He's been grinding.
Grinding for time.
Grafting,
because I've seen him pop up where he's talking about interviews he's had. But the one thing I like about the hardest, he just keeps it so...
Yeah. Like, he answers the questions that I probably won't. Because I allow them in there, like, we keep it a certain way, like, so he'll ask the questions that the man them in the barbers.
Yeah. The questions that man off camera will talk about.
Yeah,
but you're not gonna put the guests in that kind of situation.
Yeah. Them ones, the ones that certain man won't even go to you because they know you're gonna ask them questions. He asks them questions. I big him up, and it's not just that. He's been about from a long time with DVDs, selling CDs.
Yeah,
And he championed me, bro. Nicholas would always. You speak to him Nicholas would put him on the phone to me, etc.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
He's not no Harry come up. But anyway,
no, he's been around.
The interview that he did with Vic speaking with more like, there's more. You can tell like there's more venom in high.
Yeah.
He's more like a piece more amped now.
Yeah.
Because he's like saying, okay, bets are off.
Yeah, and he's seen the responses, especially
that's
from
what
doing
it is.
this.
So he's talking that way. So that's your opinion on that. Okay. What else can I ask my guy? The man that said he was your brethren, and then was talking ish.
Yeah.
No names, no fame.
Yeah.
How you feel about that?
Can't lie. I can't lie. I was disappointed. And big up Miniature, because that's how a brethren, someone that knows you, should kind of like deal with when they're dealing with it. Because that our friend, like our out of this kind of environment, friendship to me means more than what you're trying to do online. And I felt like that just showed me that you would rather make an enemy of man than to actually work with man. Do you get me? Do you think like anything that I see that them man do, that I would come on this show and say that their thing shit?
100% no.
Even if I thought that, even if I weren't really ready in their thing, any man asks me like, "Oh, what do you think of them man's thing?" That's say, "No, them man are doing their thing because I respect everyone doing their thing."
Yeah,
but for you to flat out come and say that man's thing's shit, I can't respect it. I can't. And you know my family, like you know my people. I know you, like I know you. And I know you. It's wild. Like, and then the thing is, you don't know, like man.
Remember, he was asking to put. And then the origin. I'll just say, same was asking. Can I come on winners?
Yeah, but that could have run.
And it would have run. You don't remember.
I don't even...
On the steps, outside the gala, can I come on winners? I was like, yeah, we're going to pattern. I'd had a few drinks, whatever.
Yeah.
I see it's your brethren. So I'm like, we'll pattern. He's like, oh, what? For real, though? For real?
Yeah, but
man. Like, you know, we'll get to it. You know us already. You know
brother,
me.
we know, like, this is the thing. Like, man, what people maybe jump the gun or are quick to, like, think, them man are doing this and man ain't showing man loving this, but... Like I've said to some of even my other brethren, I said, listen, let's say you came on the show 2 years ago. Our platform was smaller then. So your episode might not get the reach that it deserves because we're a smaller platform. Fast forward now, let's say a year from now, and we've got maybe 70,000 followers. Might even 2 years from now or a year from now, we've got 100,000 followers. You come on the show now. Or when the time is right, now you got a bigger reach. Do you get what I'm saying in terms of the people that are going to see it and it maximizes what you can get out of the platform, innit? Especially when your man's people, innit? So even like that, I'm not Batman since maybe Gala and whatever. So let's say I see man again now and we catch up and I say, bro, you know you need to pull up, you know? I see you man doing your thing because I follow their thing. Do you get what I'm saying? So I'm at that, then we have that conversation. I just say, yeah, man, hit up pounds. Yeah. And then when I see you, I might mention. You get what I'm saying?
And once Doug mentions it, that's the beginning of it happening. I'll be like, all right, cool. Yeah. And then when the timing's right,
it happens. So unless man's feeling some type of way about it, but then the fact that you went and said what you said now, how can you, in the same breath, say your man's people, then go and then talk on man's name like that, like on talk on man's show? That's like me saying, that's my brethren. He's got a clothing brand, but his clothing brand shit. I just wouldn't put it out in the atmosphere like
that's how you felt. That's a phone call.
Yeah.
That's a text.
But just don't say it.
Or just don't say it. No, but I'm saying
just
if
don't
that's
say
how
you're my brethren. Don't put my brethren in the same context, in the same sentences. You're saying that something that your brethren is doing is shit. Disappointing. So I felt disappointed by that, and because I know if the shoe was on the other foot, I wouldn't do it. Plus, it made me also realize for clout and for views. And for follows and whatever, it really shows you what people around you will do for that shit. Do you get what I'm saying?
Did you notice in the last couple months when whatever was going on, did you notice a change in some people's behaviour and what people would do?
Yeah, like what I've noticed in the last month, like you're saying, in the last month, especially dealing with some of these other platforms and when like they're talking about us and that. Imagine, man, don't come on there and talk about no other. Like obviously, we got the obvious that we back and forth with, yeah. From whatever, but we don't talk about no one's other thing in a negative light. Do you get what I'm saying? We don't put I don't chat like if I see my brethren doing something, I'm all hail it up. Anyone that brings me something clothes, I wear their stuff all the time and oval rinse it.
No, our thing is supportive.
Yeah, it's supportive. 100%. Like I see my brethren the other day. I see Chubbs the other day, and he's like, brother, you're over rocking my shit on your show.
Big up Chubbs.
You get what I'm saying?
Chubbs,
like, so you know what I mean? So he's like, brother, I see you rocking the caps all the time. I'm like, yeah, man, I like them.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? And I would do that, like, effortless. I don't ask for nothing. Do you get me? I'll rock
Shout the
people's
brand,
things.
shout the brand, because Chubbs is my guy still. Shout the
Oh,
brand.
it is Rough Boy Entertainment.
That's
Rough
right.
Boy, yeah.
Come on.
And I rock that shit. You get me? So that's how it is. So with my brethren, so-called brethren, it would have just been a matter of time before man see him.
Guaranteed.
Or something happened and I'll be
Bro.
like, oh, even on the show, be like, oh yeah, big up my people's things. Normal. But it just hadn't got to that. So if he's feeling some type of way about that, and then started to look at man's thing in a little bitterness or with a little bit of eye or whatever, then that led man to say something like that.
Let's pray for healing for him for a moment, man. Let's take a moment for healing for these people.
brother.
Man.
I just don't get it. And the thing is, I fuck with them, man. Like, brother, I butt the other brother.
It's still love. We still send
Yeah,
love
it's
and
still
positive.
love.
We still love. We
It's
still
still
send
love,
love,
but-
positive thoughts.
Yeah, man.
But
Like,
it's just disappointed.
It's disappointing. Plus, yeah, man can't do that around me. I don't rate all of that.
No, we don't.
I don't condone it. I don't rate it. Man can't come keke with me after that when you're on the big internet talking about man's things rubbish and this. That. Then fuck off then.
Yeah.
Straight.
Yeah. You know my thing already, man. I'm not really like that's it, innit? You just go in the category.
Yeah, man.
You're one of them now. You get
You're
me?
one of them. And this is what's disappointing because this is the thing. Everyone tried to spin us in this whole thing like, they do this for views. Listen, sometimes you have to word things and do things to get traction. Yeah, I get it. Yeah,
That's what
the game is the game. But one thing we ain't doing out here is living our lives for clout, for follows, for
Throwing
likes.
people under the bus.
Throwing people under the bus. Like I said, it's the same way, like I said in the Chop Shot episode, we could sit here right now, chat about everything that's going on in the net and talk about it with however we want to talk about it, and no one can't say anything to us. And that will go viral, that will get clicks, that will do. We know we could do that. We've always stood on, from episode 1, stood on the fact that we're going to keep our thing a certain way, we're going to be positive. And it's the slow game. Yes, it is the slow game. It's like to do things the right way is always going to be harder than to do things on a fuckery way. But come like these people are choosing the fuckery way.
They're trying to take shortcuts.
Yeah, trying to take shortcuts and drawing man out in the hope man speak on them.
But we're too solid over here. I'll be honest with you. I'll be honest. See us, like it's a different breed, bro.
Yeah.
It's a different breed. Whatever you lot think you're gonna do, or whatever reaction you think you're gonna get, you're not gonna get it. What you don't see is what you get.
Yeah.
You understand? So you might have been better off building instead of burning.
Coming and linking up, doing
You'd
stuff
have
with
been
man.
better off linking with man.
Because what
A man would have forward.
Yeah.
Man would have.
What did they get? Like, what I don't understand for clout chasing, like, let's say even the other youths outside chatting about man them, like up north and whatnot, and want to shout man out and do all of this and make videos and that. What are you gaining from it? Like, what is the gain? Like, you saying man's things, whatever, and that episode got however many clicks. What else did you get from it? How many follows did that convert into for the sake of our friendship?
Yeah.
How many likes did you get out of that?
When on the flip side of it, just saying, you could have pulled up over there. They could potentially have pulled up over here, which would have done wonders. I could have pulled up over there because you could be like, you just don't know what happened.
You just don't know.
You understand?
And the thing is,
I could forward some links, you could forward them some links, and so on and so forth. I get it, but this is one of them moments where if it was the episode and I weren't doing a Doug episode, I'd be cutting in because I'd be thinking we're giving them.
No,
too much
go on.
info.
No, do your thing.
No. I'm just saying I would cut in to say we're giving them too
don't
much.
even watch them.
We're giving
Don't
them
watch
too
all
much
of that.
info. We're
We
giving
don't
them too
care
much
about all
info.
of that.
So
Yeah.
then I'll just stop it there. Move on to the next question, which ties into the same thing. If we wanted to do up clout chasing, if we wanted to just do up viral moments and throw people under the bus, what's your take on the way we handled? Obviously, at the beginning of the episode, he said he didn't want to speak on none of the Sculpture business. What's your take on how we handled the Wretch 32 episode?
No, like, I think we handled it quite well.
Yes.
If the thing is, with certain things, obviously you have conversations with guests, innit? Before leading up to. So I have seen it where certain managers might say, we're not going to talk on this. And you might say to me, boom, this can't get mentioned or whatever. So when it got kind of mentioned, I don't know if we took it out because I've not watched back the whole episode, but when
it's
it
in
got,
the episode, right at the beginning.
so because you never elaborated on it or kind
at
of
the
jumped in, that was a sign for me to say, like, realize that maybe we're not going over that. Do you get me? So if that's what the guests has requested that they don't want to, or they already have on another platform and don't really want to keep going over it, who are we to then override that? Especially where we invite people on our platform for them to be comfortable. Then what? Now, how does it make us look if we just snake them and just hit them with a sideball question
And keep pressing
and keep pressing the button?
And I'll just say this as well, like, people's personal business.
Yeah.
See, the audience wants entertainment. Audience is blood first,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah.
So the audience wants, just give us what we want. It's a blood first. But my thing is this. It's people's children watching. It's people's household. I've never heard school. And I've spoken with Scorcher about since. You understand? I've never heard Scorcher really say too much about it. I've never heard Wretch say too much about it. As long as it's their business, as long as everyone's good, two big heavyweight UK artists, go and do your thing. That's how I look at it.
No, 100%.
I'm not gonna throw either side. I wouldn't throw Scorcher under the bus for nothing. I wouldn't throw Wretch under the bus for nothing. I wouldn't throw people's families under the bus for nothing. And I know you feel the same. But anyway, you talk.
No, you're real talk. Like, and the thing is, I think one thing we said as well is that we want our platform to be neutral. That, like, yes, we'll ask a question, because I see people like, man's running joke with Wretch or this, that, but if Scorcher was there, you'd probably do the same. It's snake. Why? Of course I would do the same. If Scorcher was sitting in the 100%. Chair and Wretch is sitting in the chair,
tell him well done on his mobile.
Rare tape, because it's
Cold,
not...
well done on the tune they just dropped with Bizzle and Wiley and all that.
Cold. Because it's not our position to pick sides.
No.
In certain situations, certain things have happened. Like, well, yes, there is like that over there and this over here.
Switzerland.
Bro. But when it comes to even some of our guests that want to go over that side, we're like, yeah, do your thing. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's not that deep for us. You get what I'm saying? No. So we're not going to sit here. Plus, it's two men that we interact with, got good relationships with.
Yep.
And then now, how does it make man look if we're now jumping in their home life business?
Crazy.
For what?
Because real niggas, you wouldn't jump in man's personal business.
Not our business.
Bro. It's not our business.
Yeah.
To feed the blood first.
But now, someone like a platform like, say, ZZ Mills, who
she can do it.
She's a journalist in that kind of way that she can get into it like that. And maybe Wretch would have went there knowing that question could have been asked and was going to be asked for him to then be prepared to answer it in however he chooses to answer it. But that's not what we're about here. We're not about digging for clout. Like, even like there was a question that I asked Lowski off cam. Do you get what I'm saying? That I felt like I didn't...
Things that could cause bigger problems outside in the real world.
Problems. So,
I remember.
And I said it to him respectfully. I said, listen, I was going to ask you, like, but I chose not to. But let me ask you now. Bro. And off cam, he gave man the real answer and told man what man... like on a real level, what it's all about, and boom. So and that's another thing. People don't know the conversations that are being had off cam.
They will never know.
And they will never know. No. You get me? It's not their
Listen, we want the audience to be happy with what's going on, but we're not gonna throw no one off a cliff to do it.
Nah,
we're not gonna drown nobody to do it. We're not gonna sell nobody out to do it. We're not gonna lose principles to do it.
Nah,
that's the outlook. I see it. And the thing is, all right, and before I say on that. Now, let me say this first. And the thing is, the room has a certain mindset. And all of us kind of move off the same principles. That's why it's the room. And that's why our room moves how it moves.
Yeah.
But then, because we move like this, and we're all like-minded individuals, I see man try to say, yeah, Doug's a yes man.
Yeah.
Talk on that.
Fuck, you know. Brother, like... And this is the thing, I'm not gonna sit here and purposely, just to play devil advocate, go against what my co-presenter said.
For the sake of it.
Like my boy is saying, do you get what I'm saying? For the sake of it, because we all grew up the same way, got the same morals, got the same family upbringings, you get what I'm saying? Have the same sort of beliefs, you know what I mean? Like grown men. So on most things, we are gonna like agree.
Yeah.
And we are, but then if you haven't watched the show and you ain't watched back previous episodes when we talk on topics, we all have different opinions on stuff. Like there's things I say that I'll do and Rare Tay that he's like, nah, that ain't me. Like, but then there is things where he will land on something and how can I just pick that apart and be like, no, for the sake of being no? Nah, I don't agree, you know? And then I'm gonna look stupid just disagreeing because when I come back with something, it's gonna sound stupid. That's how we are. But I thought that was nuts as well because yeah, you can't say you're my brethren and then call man a yes man and tell man that my show's shit, fam. Like, come on, man.
Oh yeah, it's the same guy now, I forgot.
It's the same person.
Yeah, he was doing a lot.
He
thought he was gonna go triple platinum with that.
I don't know.
He must have, Doug.
I don't know.
To do that, he must have thought he was triple platinum.
That's where we're all built different. And that's where like a lot of these people are in it for clout, for followers, they're desperate for it. Do you get me?
Yeah,
we're not the same.
Desperation.
We're not the same that you think you're going to throw your bridging under the bus. Come on, man, for likes and follows and that. I hope your thing does well, man.
Yeah, desperation looking crazy, man. Look what happened when I threw out 20 quid. Look how it snowballed into.
Yeah,
look where it became from me throwing out
but
20 quid.
that's the internet for you though.
Yeah.
That's to the point now. The narrative is that you're not on it.
Yeah, look at that for me throwing out 20 quid.
Are you gonna offer man 20 quid to fight and then all of a sudden you're not on it?
Yeah.
You get me?
Is what it is, man.
Yeah.
What can you say on that? What else? Anything you want to ask me before I continue? Because I got more.
How do you feel about everything that's been going on? Because this is the thing, like, I feel like we've handled it, like, with everything, like, it's been handled well, like, even on your part, because I know that you've had to shoulder a lot of the responsibility because it is directly being aimed at you, like, in some of the things. But how do you feel about it all?
What, over the last couple months?
Yeah, last couple months.
Yeah, it's the general, man. We do what we do, dog.
100%.
We do what we do. Like, that's how it goes. If like, you steer the ship as best you can.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying to you? So, I've been through, and I've gone through and done way more serious things than this. So this is light. This is just, you know, as long as you can recognize, what I'd say to people is, as long as you can recognize that you can't win really, and that people just want to say what they want to say anyway. Like you can see what it is, you know what it is, but you're gonna say something totally different. That's the internet.
Yeah.
And internet, I didn't come from an internet generation, so I just separate from that, and I just know nobody cares. They just want to be entertained.
100%.
They just want to be entertained. They want you to entertain them.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying to you?
Yeah, it's true.
A man took my 20 quid fight, or not the public or whoever it is, and someone told me this, and I said, it's what I thought, but he said it to me officially. He said to me, P, he goes, listen, man, I know what it is like. I get it. It was you with X, that was your fight. He goes, it's our fight now, P, it's the people's fight. We won it. And in that moment, I understood it. I got it. I said, I laughed in my yard. I got it. I got it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, because man tell me, nah, they got it.
Yeah,
because
man just want to see it. But with me, I'm the wrong person for that because I do what I want. No one can make me do anything. My head's hard. I'm not going to be performing for niggas. It's not me. You see what I'm saying to you? Like, I do what I want. That's why from the beginning, I would never do something like a Misfits or whatever, because I'm always going to throw up my own bread. I want to do my own thing. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to go.
But I feel like you also need to establish the fact that that's not what you're about.
Yeah, and it's
because
not,
I feel like that's the confusion
that's
as
the
well.
Confusion. Like, I want to do that.
Think, oh, man's on this and
nah, that's not what I
for the bag
do.
and that. Like,
no.
People need to understand. P's nice. And I know personally, P's nice. So man ain't got to do no clown shit for no circus shit for no bag. Do you get what I'm saying? To get no money out here. And if man wants to do it, like he said, if that's something man wants to do and there's 250 life-changing amount of money on the table, then why not?
Then it would be different.
Why not
but
jump into something?
Yeah, it's never something
But
I
not
ever
for
called
this
on.
idiot fucking podcast bullshit that people are trying to push this narrative for. And that's another thing. People need to realize that it's not that deep. Because in the real world, it's not. But on screen, people are trying to push this thing and max it out into something that is mad. And that just shows you the levels of immaturity as well.
All right, let's get current now, Duggar. What's your takes on it? It's been a week of the Diddy trial now.
Yeah.
What are you thinking? How's it looking?
Right, it's looking crazy. There's a look like me personally, I don't know that there's like enough for like, because all we're hearing is just how freaky man is. So we not like, but I don't know about.
I don't know if you heard this before you continue. The judge turned around yesterday and said, "Okay, yeah, we've got it clear. Diddy was abusive to Cassie, but that's not the case.
Yeah,
where's the RICO case?
Yeah, that's my thing. Like, I think he's probably done some scumbag shit. Yeah, like 100%. Yeah, but I feel like what they've nicked him for doesn't really coincide with what they're trying to bring out in court. And yeah, look, listen, there's man out here that are freaky, bruv. Like, we know this. You know what I mean? There's some freaks out there. There's people that go swingers and do all sorts of
his level of freaky sounding mad.
No, his one's mental.
The jizz on the nipples thing.
To come and mash works on my girl and that.
Yeah, that's.
And then man want to partake in everything off. Nah, it's all. Yeah.
Yeah,
it's real crazy. So, but the abuse side of things, yeah, man, he was doing what he was doing, and Cassie looked like someone that was trapped in the game, innit?
That's the way it looks.
But then trapped in the game where, you know, like, you've groomed her to be the way she is.
Yeah. 100%.
So she's kind of, because there's things that she's saying where people are saying, well, look like she wanted it and that. But that's over a period of time of dealing with older men. She was with Ryan Leslie before, 10 years older. Yeah. Probably said certain things to Diddy. Like, bro, you know my girl, da-da-da. Yeah. Boom. wrapped it up. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
And then
yeah.
so now she's agreeing to shit, but it's because she's been molded
molded a certain way that she feels she needs to please and do
and
whatever to
yeah,
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you know
but
what I mean?
watch this though. This is what I mean about the blood first now. The audience, some audience, commenters are gonna say, "Oh, you lot always defending women. She just did this herself. Why? It's always the men to blame."
It's not a defense because she's
defense.
obviously got to shoulder some blame. Like she's obviously like
as an adult, she has to take a level of accountability
because she has sent texts where it looks like she's initiating shit.
But she was. I would definitely say she was groomed because he's way older. How many years older? 20?
It must be like Ryan Leslie was 10 years older. She was 19 when she got with Ryan Leslie, and he was 29. So that to me, like, obviously people say when things are like this, leave, but then there's abusive relationships, it always takes long. And
I've heard
this,
that with abusive relationships.
Yeah, but not like, but then also the fact that she was with other guys and still ran back to Diddy. So, and saying that she didn't want him to do it with other guys. So there is like, it's just a warped situation to be in where you can't really deter who, like, you can deter who's in the wrong, like Diddy's in the wrong, but you don't know how much of what is going on, like, is Cassie, like, enjoying it and wanting it, or is she just a victim of, do you get what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones, it's a sticky one because only they know what's going on in their head and what was going on at the time. I feel like she kind of wanted to get her peas out of it, which she got, and now she's been subpoenaed to come and do this. Now and having to talk about it because she got the 10 mil from the hotel, 20 mil off of Diddy.
Yeah, she's eating good.
So she's eaten, and then now they subpoenaed her where they forced her to come in while she's heavily pregnant to now talk on these things. And that's probably where it's all fucked up a bit now.
Yeah. What about I think the husband made a statement now.
Her husband?
Yeah,
mental.
Yeah. It's a lot for him to deal with still.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Do you think... he must have known before. You can't just walk in the court, let man walk into court.
No, he knew.
He knows.
But they were saying that she was FaceTiming him.
While she was getting her crutches beat.
Yeah, with Diddy. So he's
got some kink in him as well then.
They must have.
Or he's just that super simp guy.
I don't know, man.
Because what do you mean getting beat? What do you mean? No,
brother, it's
FaceTime.
The whole thing's mental. Pete.
So while she's getting beat, she's on FaceTime with him.
With him. That's what's come out in court. That I was seeing something about that.
So is he on kink or was he just like accidentally?
Is he a cuckold? Is it a cuckold
thing?
Is it a cuckold thing? Is he a simp? Right. Is he been biding his time to get his little drink? Because he's married to her now. Yeah, and she's 30 mil up now.
Some man will just love a woman so much.
Yeah.
That they're not even caring about her.
He could be playing his time, innit? It's Cassie.
What was he before that? Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was a dancer, innit? Or was he
a personal trainer?
Or Pete, that's it. Pete. Personal trainer.
So he weren't making no millions.
Nah, so he's played his cards right, innit?
Buying his time.
When this court date done and all this information, it's stressful, little divorce, can't go through it. You get me? Cash out with a quick 15, you get me?
Yeah, that's what's happening. 100%.
Yeah, we don't know. Everyone's got, you see in that world of Hollywood, everyone's got intentions, man.
Yeah, it is. But listen, I'm glad she found someone to support her.
Yeah.
Someone that cares for her and is supporting her, innit?
Yeah.
And taking her up and looking after her or whatever, because she's been through things. Whether there's a level of accountability, but she's been through things, man. And for 19's young, bro.
Yeah.
19's young, 20's young, 21. That was a young age. You're an adult.
Yeah.
But you're still not fully
still
mentally
victim,
developed. Man. You still can,
Because we know man out here that we've seen it on the streets.
Yeah, you know what it is already. So yeah, you can't, too much on that. What else we're gonna say? The recognition scene. Let the people them know what it's like for Big Doggy Dog on a day to day when you're just moving around.
What you say when we were just
when you're just scurrying about.
The love is real, man. The love is real. Listen, and you know what? It's different. Like, man, it's not about just man pulling up and seeing man and saying, Big Dog, this, that. Like, because we talk on certain things and we inspire people in certain ways, it's those ones. Like when we was at Powell, when we was at the Powell, was it 20 years of Powell? And the youth that come up to us and said, listen, like, man was going through some mad shit, but it's you man's thing that kind of got man back on track. They're the things man want to hear because that's doing something for the community. Like, I like when I've like the people that come and say that, you know what, I've been watching your thing, like, or you know how many people message me now like about getting on the railway and I help them and I send them like tell them what they need to do and help them get their work and do all of that. And that happens like pretty much every week. I'm getting messages about jobs and what can man help. Like they want to be train drivers, how they can go about doing that, and like even you know what I mean. I'll send them all the information I can, and that's what I feel. What is the beauty of what we do? Man, ain't promoting no fuckery and no foolishness, but it's uplifting. You get me?
Very
and
important,
and that is the dope responses man get and the recognition man get is that people rate what we're doing over it. You get me?
Yeah. No, it's important, bro. Big Doug TV.
Yeah.
Take a moment, subscribe. Big Doug's got a channel, Big Doug TV. Everyone watching this now, go straight over right now and subscribe. Football mainly, innit?
Yeah, football mainly, yeah.
Nah, it's not just going to be football, though. There's going to be a lot of different stuff surrounding Big Doug. So go over there and subscribe. Don't be late to subscribe. Be early. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Big Doug TV.
Yeah,
is it Big Doug Gat TV?
Big Doug _TV. I think is like the YouTube. I mean the Instagram, but the link. If you go on the Instagram, the link's there. You can link it from there. But yeah, man, just talking about football. Going to be some gym content, some other bits and pieces. Like yeah, man, gonna build it up. You know what I mean? Yeah, come on, man, start getting busy with it. You know?
Yeah. Let's talk in it. All right. Covered most of it, Big Doug.
Yeah, man.
Let me speak on Big Doug now, and let me say some Big Doug stuff now. Let me just say. Man's been doing this for years now. Big Doug's been my co-host from then till now and onwards, you understand? And and he's dealt with everything like a champion. He dealt with everything like a champion, bro. You understand? Like, and to see the development and what's going on and to see like how the thing's built. I knew it was gonna go like this. And this is why I wouldn't have done it otherwise. You see what I'm saying to you? Like, in my heart, God speaking to me like, it was like, what's that film? If you build it, they will come, kind of thing. Field of Dreams.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that. Like it was just in my spirit of like, this is what needs to be done, and this is what I'm gonna do. The only thing holding me back was I'm not doing it till I get the right co-host. I'm not doing it till I get the co-host that I like. And I saw people, I met up with people, I looked at people. Nah. From the minute it was Big Doug as my co-host, nothing's changed from that moment. From that said to me. Now, what about Big Doug? It wasn't a hesitant thing. It was like straight away like, set it up, let me meet him. You see what I'm saying? And from then we've just been rolling. And just big you up for everything you've done. Like to see like the status and the respect that you've got right now and where it's at is how it's supposed to be. Like that's one of my things I believe in my life. Like I always want to try to put my people on and just let the world see what they're like. That's what I want to try and do with Pounds and Punches as well, show some of the others and all of this. But for what you've done and how you're carrying it like a boss, man. How you mean? Just what straightforward, what you see is what you get. And you know, we support each other, the whole room supports each other anyway. But me and Doug, we hold each other down, man. It is what it is. And man, I got your back 100%.
All day, every day, man.
You understand? Like
we
go through things on camera, we go through things off camera, and we just hold it down and we support each other and we just keep building. That's why man's fearless in what man does, because as an individual, man, them are strong. Man, them are strong by themselves. I move around by myself all the time. You move. Everyone in the room moves around by themselves all the time. Don't need strength in numbers. I call things on. I don't even tell you. So the audience sometimes can see the reaction. Of me saying it, like, when I called out the 20 quid scrap, the audience can see your face. There's no like...
that's another thing. Sometimes people don't even realise that like, certain guests I'll know is coming, but then certain times I don't know. I don't know. And sometimes it is for the surprise.
Yeah, for the surprise. When it's the guest that I know Doug likes the most, or Doug, like, you know, we're big men, but we all still like that surprise or that feeling. So when it's a guest that I know, like, that's definitely Doug. That's Doug. Like Doug walking like raw, like trap. Trap. You understand?
Yeah.
Doug was like raw. You see what I'm saying? Because I know how that's Doug all day long. You see what I'm saying? So the energy is just pure, man. And no, just big up for having my back. Big up everyone for having my back. But no, Doug, you're a champion in this.
Yeah,
man.
come on.
Man can talk all that stupidness. Man can talk all that shit. But I rate you for how you can just process it and know what it is. Like you're not falling into the traps. And sometimes, like, you'll do it for me. And I'll do it for you. Like,
100%.
And say like, no, don't even bother with that.
Yeah.
Don't even bother with that. And if it's in the room and there's guests here and we can't get to say it out loud, man, we'll find a way to say, don't even bother with that. In our code, like, allow it. You understand?
Yeah, man. And like, just, bro. And even like all what's been going on, how you've been dealing with it, bro. Ratings, bro. Because this is the thing, some people, the devil is outside, bro. And everyone wants to trick you out of position. And sometimes you got to deal with things in a certain way and keep it moving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what it is.
A man's been dealing with it. You know what
we
I'm
never
saying?
asked anyone to do nothing that we wouldn't do ourselves.
Yeah, that's it,
So
bro.
if it's that, sometimes we spearhead it and whatever and do what we do. But nah, man, Winners Talking podcast, man, we're still going strong, dog.
But 4 years in
Yeah,
4 years and counting.
4 years
Nearly
and
5.
counting.
I think it's even nearly in the 5s.
It'll be 5 towards the end of the year. So 4 years and counting. Winners Talking podcast. The room's still going strong. You understand? Me and Dougie still spearheading it. The man them in the room. You understand? Today we're light. It's just 4 of us in there today, but it's a consistency of like in and out. The man them's about, and we just frontline and they support us in what we're doing. But the moral compass is not gonna change.
Nah, no way.
And people ain't gonna trick us out of position or off our square.
Nah.
We're gonna keep representing for what we feel is good and what we feel is right for the people that have gone through things. Because we started off with talking our own things we've gone through and our own vulnerabilities and our own things we've experienced and bad times before we switched it to guests and all of that stuff. And what people don't realize, if you go back and look, because we spoke about our going through things and our experiences, when the guests came, they started speaking about theirs.
Yeah, true.
And I didn't realize that it was Daps that said it to me.
Yeah.
I was like, big up RB. When Richard Blackwood came through, when Major Fink came through, when brothers came through, they were talking like in depth about going through things.
Yes.
And then it was Daps that said, don't you know why? I was like, why? He goes, because that's how you lot set pace.
Yeah.
You lot started off, you made it okay for man to talk about they're going through things.
Yeah,
and that's where we still
open
stand
up.
on that.
Yeah, still stand on
Because
that.
life's too hard. That's why I'm not trying to, that's why I don't get no one there and try and break them down.
Yeah. Or trick them
and,
out.
and
something.
trick them out of position, because I know how hard life is. We come from struggle and hardship.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying to you? Hardship's going on now, bro. There's hardship. There's stuff going on now behind the scenes. Family members, all this kind of stuff. But we still turn up here and we're gonna push.
100.
So why are we gonna make anyone else's life?
And it's been continuous throughout this journey. There's always been stuff going on behind the scenes. It's never been plain sailing.
Never.
But we show up every week. We're here. We get it done.
Sleet, hell, snow. You understand? We get it done, man. Just building. We're talking podcast. But good one though, mate.
Yeah. Come
Good
on,
to hear,
man.
Good to hear the perspective. What's going on over at the Dons? That's the last question. What's going on with them, man? Shout out Donny, shout out G.
Yeah, we lost everything. Got knocked out.
Lost all the cups.
Lost all the cups. Didn't get promoted.
You didn't get promoted?
Nah, brother, lost it by
man was getting promoted.
Lost it by like a point or something, or 3 points or something, which is it's a shame because it was clear, innit?
They should have played Doug.
Should have played me, man.
Should have bought him one last. Should have bought him on a couple of games.
Yeah, I did say
Need variety.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to switch up the game plan.
Yeah, come on, man. And I said I would have been cheap as well. I would have been a light wage.
Yeah,
for them.
come
a light
on.
little weekly money. You get me?
That's what it'd have been like. So they didn't get promoted. We go again.
Yeah, we go again. But at least this time round, because of the way that it was how we went on league, we had to play under Forest Hill Park.
Yeah, now you're Dons.
Now it's the Dons. So
Now
everything we
that's
do
the
now,
difference.
That's the difference.
No offense to Forest Hill Park,
Yeah.
but that might be the difference.
Yeah, that's the difference.
It hits different when it's the
When
Dons.
it's your own thing,
It's different.
yeah. Because even on the table, it will say SE Dons. It won't say Forest
Yeah,
Hill Park.
it's different now.
All of that.
And SC Dons don't like to see themselves too low in the table.
Nah.
We like top ranking.
Top ranking.
Top ranking.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
next season we go SC Dons official.
SE Dons, man.
Win. See, Donny forward my season ticket. Oh, now I didn't get my season ticket. You pulled up here talking about season ticket. Man.
Nice there, man.
Big up Donny though, man. He messaged man the other week.
Yeah, Donny and Big G.
That's my guy, man.
Yeah,
Donny
man,
and Big
all
G,
of
those are
them.
my people, man.
Yeah,
all
man.
day long. Big up all of them, man. There. All cameraman Chris.
Yes.
Big up cameraman Chris, man.
Geek. The whole
Geek,
team.
all of them man putting in
Mad
work.
B,
Yeah.
all the boys, them.
Come on, Mad B, you already know, man. All of the man them over there, man. Was Palmer still there?
Nathan Palmer or Ryan?
Both of them.
Ryan is.
Where's Nathan Palmer gone?
Nah, Nathan's gone now. He went to another team.
Oh, okay, one of them ones. Okay.
That's for another episode.
That's for another. He said that's for another episode.
That's for another episode. We'll talk on that one.
Okay. Now, but big up. You already know what it is. Winners Talking podcast. Big Dougie Doug, Pound Sterling. We're done.
Yeah,
It's another
man.
one every time. Step.